Hello everyone, today we are touring Bear Creek. If you're thinking about moving into Bear Creek or you're just curious about what it's like behind the gates, you definitely want to watch this. As a former Bear Creek resident, I know this community like the back of my hand, and I'm going to tell you why we chose to live there, why we chose to move out, and whether or not we'll be going back. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video where I share that. We're really going to dig into this one. We're going to talk about all of the sub-communities in Bear Creek, the amenities, the pros and cons. We're going to share some of our personal experiences, both good and bad. And of course, we're going to give you some amazing footage to see. Hopefully this will help you decide if Bear Creek is the right place for you. As always, if you have any questions, want more information, or want to buy or sell a home in Bear Creek, don't hesitate to reach out to me directly. Bear Creek is a luxurious, private, guard-gated country club community in Murrieta with a Jack Nicklaus designed golf course that was established in 1982, with a little over 600 homes, some of which are duplex-style condos and villas. Bear Creek has 3 gates, the main gate, which is guarded, and the other 2 gates that are for residents only. In order to get in as a Bear Creek resident, you have to have a little transponder sticker on your windshield that communicates with the gate, so the gate will open automatically for you. Bear Creek is located within the city limits of Murrieta and is very close to all shopping, dining, wineries, and entertainment. If you want to know more about what Murrieta has to offer and how close by everything is, check out my video about the top 5 reasons to move to Murrieta. In addition to the Bear Creek Master Association, there are 6 sub-associations in the community that mostly cover the condos. If you live in Bear Creek proper, which is made up of custom homes, you'll only have 1 monthly HOA bill. That is the Bear Creek Master Association, which is currently $275. The common amenities shared by all the residents include a large swimming pool, a spa, weight room, cardio room, clay and concrete tennis courts, bocce ball courts, pickleball courts, along with meeting rooms and offices. Several of the sub-HOAs also have their own pools that are for use by residents only in those particular parts of Bear Creek. One of the things I always appreciated while living in Bear Creek was the beautiful landscaping throughout the community. Murrieta in general is a very well-maintained community and the landscaping is kept up very nicely, but Bear Creek is just on another level. As far as the golf course goes, it's always in tip-top shape. If you're interested in joining the country club, there's a few different membership options depending on whether you're looking for a social membership or a golf membership. Okay, let's take a closer look at the different areas and sub-associations in Bear Creek. If you make the first right-hand turn after coming in through the main gate, you'll be in the Fairway Estates. There are 59 homes in this section. These are all single-story, standalone homes that start out at about 2,400 square feet and go all the way up to a little over 3,000 square feet. About half the homes in the Fairway Estates back up to the golf course. In addition to the $275 monthly Bear Creek Master Association dues, the Fairway Estates have a sub-HOA, and those dues are currently $337 a month. That covers your front yard landscape maintenance and water, as well as the landscape maintenance for the common areas. The Fairway Estates do not have their own pool or any other additional amenities. After passing through the Fairway Estates, you'll enter the Lakeside Sub-Association, which is in the northeast portion of Bear Creek and gets its name from the massive lake that several of the homes back up to on the 11th hole of the golf course. This sub-HOA does not have any condos and currently has 72 homes. Lakeside has big, beautiful houses. They're just on smaller lots than most of the homes in Bear Creek proper. These homes range in size from about 3,000 square feet up to about 4,400 square feet. The Lakeside HOA fee is only $70 per month, but similar to the Fairway Estates, Lakeside does not offer any additional amenities. And in Lakeside, homeowners are responsible for all maintenance, not only to their home, but the landscaping as well. If you want to be sure not to miss our next community tour, please go ahead and subscribe to our channel. If you have any additional questions, want more information, or want to buy or sell a home in Bear Creek or a surrounding area, don't hesitate to reach out to me directly. I'd love to help you. All right. Toward the middle of Bear Creek are the country club villas. These are all duplex style homes with a total of 120 units, and they do have their own pool and spa area. Several of these homes back up to the golf course. There are several different types of floor plans in the country club villas, ranging in size from about 1,500 square feet to 2,300 square feet, some of which are single story and back up to a private lake. The homes that back up to the lake have an additional charge over and above the other HOA dues. The current monthly fee for the Country Club Villas HOA is $495 per month, and an additional $110 per month if you're on the lake. There's a very small section of detached condos called the Retreat. Like the Fairway Estates, these are all single-story, standalone homes and range in size from 1,300 square feet to about 1,800 square feet. The front yard landscape maintenance and common area landscape maintenance is included in the HOAs, and there are no additional amenities. The HOA cost for the Retreat is currently $288 per month. In the center of Bear Creek are the Oak Tree Villas. There are 54 units in this section, most of which are duplex style homes. However, there are 10 standalone homes as well. They do have their own pool area, and front yard landscape maintenance and common area maintenance are included in the $353 monthly HOA dues. Homes in the Oak Tree Villas range in size from 1,600 square feet to about 2,300 square feet. Directly to the north of Oak Tree Loop are the Bear Creek Villas. There are 26 homes in this area. 10 of the homes are detached and the rest are duplex style homes. These homes range in size from 2,100 square feet to about 3,800 square feet. They have their own pool area, and the monthly HOA dues are $344 per month. One unique feature is you'll notice there are no cars parked in the driveways. This is because one of the rules in Bear Creek Villas is no parking in your driveway. This gives the street a very open and clean look. Another unique feature is that every home here has a golf course view. If you're liking this video and find it helpful, please click the like button to let me know. Now let's talk a little bit about Bear Creek proper. The size of these homes range from about 3,000 square feet all the way up to over 11,000 square feet. As far as price goes, there's going to be a pretty big range here, not just because of the difference in the square footage, but because of some of the unique features that the homes have. Some of these homes have bowling alleys, showroom style garages with car lifts, outdoor kitchens, guest houses, tennis courts, and backyards with pools and landscaping that are comparable to a 5-star resort. In Bear Creek proper, just about every one of these homes are custom. So you'll see several different types and styles of construction, from contemporary to Victorian, Spanish, Mediterranean, and more. There are currently 271 homes in Bear Creek proper with just a few vacant lots. A lot of these homes either back up to the golf course or have really nice golf course views. There are also a handful of homes that have a spectacular view of the city as well. As far as lot sizes go, most of the lots in Bear Creek proper are going to be in about the ½ acre to 3/4 of an acre range. There are some lots that are much bigger, but the majority of them are going to fall into that ½ to 3/4 of an acre range. The age of the homes in Bear Creek proper also vary quite a bit, starting from the early 80s up to homes that are being built now as we speak in June of 2022. Go to the comment section below and tell me what you think about Bear Creek. Does it look like a place you'd like to live? Another section of Bear Creek that does not have extra HOA dues is Bear Creek Heights. There are only 39 custom and semi-custom homes here, but the views you'll have from these homes is nothing short of amazing. However, in order to get to these incredible views, you have to drive up and down a very steep road. We were actually considering buying up in Bear Creek Heights, but honestly, we were just very concerned about how steep the road was with our boys riding their bikes down it, and decided against it pretty much just for that reason. But the views are amazing. When you're at the top of Bear Creek Heights, you have a clear view of the whole Temecula Valley and or a view of the entire Bear Creek golf course. That's definitely a very nice thing to be able to look out your windows at and see every day. All right, as I mentioned earlier in the video, my family and I lived in Bear Creek. In this section, I'm going to share with you why we moved into Bear Creek, why we moved out of Bear Creek, and if we'll be moving back again. We moved into Bear Creek for several reasons. We like that it's a guard-gated community that does not permit door-to-door soliciting. Nothing against door-to-door solicitors, but I enjoyed not having to deal with my doorbell ringing very often. We really liked the amenities that Bear Creek had to offer and used them regularly. We spent a lot of time at the pool, which is heated year round. Our kids got a lot of use out of the basketball court and the playground. I even made a couple attempts at playing tennis that did not go very well. We went for a lot of walks and really enjoyed the beauty of the community. We liked how close Bear Creek is to the schools, shopping, and entertainment, and we really liked the location of our house. It was located on the second hole and was elevated quite a bit from the golf course, safe from bad golf shots and far enough away from the course that we had quite a bit of privacy. Those are the main reasons that really drew us into Bear Creek. Now, on to some of our experiences, both good and not so good. Starting with the good, we met several nice people while living there. We had some great neighbors and the amenities were a huge plus for our family. We also like the privacy aspect of living in a gated community. One more thing I want to share with you that's really cool for kids is trick-or-treating in Bear Creek. So before we moved into Bear Creek, we had heard rumors about full-size candy bars being passed out. We heard these rumors from kids at our kids' school. So when we moved in, we took the boys trick-or-treating, and sure enough, the people that participate in passing out candy there in Bear Creek, which is a good amount, they take it very seriously. They give out a lot of candy. They really enjoy seeing the kids. There's people out on their golf carts driving their kids around because it's not really like walking around a normal track. The houses are a little bit further apart and it's a lot of walking, but it's a lot of fun trick-or-treating in Bear Creek. A cool thing about when your guests come, as soon as they check them in at the front, you can sign up to receive text notifications for your guests. So as soon as they get checked in, you'll get a text message so you know, okay, they're at the gate, they'll be here in just a couple minutes. As far as some things that we didn't like, and hopefully this section of the video doesn't offend anyone, but if it does, this is just me being honest about our experience with living there. So I had an unpleasant experience in our very first week of moving in. At the time we moved into Bear Creek, one of our vehicles, which we rarely use, was an older Ford F-150 truck. I absolutely loved this truck. My wife, not so much. Needless to say, I no longer have the truck. But we did have it at the time we moved in, so we just moved in. I'm trying to get the house squared away, so I was using the truck a lot more than I normally do. Going to get furniture, going to Home Depot and Lowe's, just all the normal stuff you do when you move into a house, right? So one day I was driving home, probably from Lowe's, I think, and I pulled up to one of the gates, the resident-only gates, and there was a really nice Mercedes in front of me, also waiting to get into the community. The windows on this car weren't tinted, so I could see in very easily into this person's car. So there was actually another car in front of them waiting to get in, and I noticed that it looked like the lady that was in the car in front of me kept looking back at me in her mirror. I didn't really think a ton of it till it came her turn to go through the gate. So she goes through the gate and immediately stops right on the other side of the gate, and waited until the mechanical arm lowered and the gate closed about halfway before she drove off. At first I was kind of thinking, what's going on? But then I realized she thought that I did not live in the community and that I was basically going to try to sneak in by pulling in right behind her before the arm came down and the gate closed and all that stuff. So I was a little irritated about that, but life went on, and until about a week later, the exact same thing happened again. Fortunately, it didn't happen after that second time, but I guess the moral of the story is if you're gonna live in Bear Creek, don't drive an older truck. People might think you don't live there. Another thing to consider is the security in Bear Creek. While we were very grateful for the security, there were some things that happened that were a little annoying. Speeding tickets. So as a father of young kids, I'm all for safe driving, and you will never see me driving in an unsafe manner, especially in a residential neighborhood where there might be kids outside playing, right? That being said, the speed limit on several streets in Bear Creek is 15 miles per hour, 15. So unless you're paying very careful attention, especially if you're driving downhill, it's very easy to go over 15 miles per hour. On 2 separate occasions, we were cited for going 21 miles per hour on a 15-mile-an-hour street. These are $100 fines each. Another time, we were also sent a citation in the mail for a vendor that was working on our house that came into the community. He was going 21 miles per hour on a 15 as well. So if you move into Bear Creek, make sure you go 15 and let all your friends and anybody that's coming in to do work on your property know to go 15. Otherwise, you will get a ticket on their behalf. One more thing to consider and kind of give your guests a heads up on. So number one, you want to make sure that you put your guests on your guest list. Otherwise, they'll get to the gate. The guard will have to call you. Hopefully you have your phone with you. If not, they're not getting in. Okay. And then another thing is that front gate is not positioned very well. It sits very close to the street. So sometimes you will have a lot of cars backed up, and not only on Clinton Keith, but trying to come straight into the community on Calle del Oso Oro. So there can be a bit of a traffic jam at the gate there, and it can take a little while to get in. Lastly, there are some pretty strict rules, some of which I really liked, but a few that I thought were a little much. So kids are not allowed to roller skate, rollerblade, or ride their electric scooters. Also, no basketball hoops out front, which I understand. It definitely gives a much cleaner look. Plus, there's a really nice basketball court up in the front by the tennis courts. So I wouldn't necessarily say that it's not kid-friendly, but I would say that there are some things that kids can't do in Bear Creek that they could do in most other neighborhoods. So will we be moving back to Bear Creek? The answer is probably. Now that our kids are a little bit older, I think we'll all enjoy it a little bit more. Bear Creek really is a great community. It's absolutely beautiful and has a lot to offer. We really enjoyed the serene and quiet atmosphere, along with the meticulous care that's given to the community. We've lived in 6 homes in different parts of Murrieta, so in future videos we'll be giving several more firsthand accounts of what it's like to live in just about every part of Murrieta. All right, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the Bear Creek Community Tour. If you're considering buying or selling a home, my team and I provide a VIP experience for our clients that you simply will not get anywhere else. Call us, message us, schedule an appointment. We're here for you, and we look forward to connecting.